December 14th, 2023. In the beginning, that's what happened. And then, and then, and then there's this guy named Tim Sykes who went public with his knowledge and was the most visible figure in my trading career. I bought a course from him, but I did not understand a thing about what he was talking about. I paid for the course. I probably have access to it too, still. Uh, then years and years and years have passed. And then, because of my legal issue, I now am embarking on a new career as a day trader, as the legal issue prohibits me from obtaining a reputable employment. And so I have undertaken the the challenge of becoming a profitable, consistently trader or consistently profitable day trader. And then there's this YouTube channel called Chat with Traders. And I've viewed practically every one of their videos and interviews. And one of the early presenters uses Gans method. He uses the Gans method, and I believe he lives in Thailand. And then he described this. He said this. He says, it's like it's like the public broadcasting system where kids learn by watching something over and over and over. And he says he was at a party one day, and actually he was interacting with somebody, and he was showing some charts, and this other individual says, I can't see a darn thing on this chart. And then this GAN practitioner looks at the same chart and says, there's a bunch of things going on, right? So now I could not understand what he was talking about. That was like a few years ago. Then as 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 the charts form, by the way, this is the Euro USD. As the candlestick charts form, I began to see certain things that are occurring to this to this uh, to this forex pair. Now, this morning was the first point where I received an invitation uh, to see in practice what these things mean. And so it all started here, right here. This is the beginning right there. In the beginning, right there. All right, that's the beginning right there. What I see right here is very, very, very interesting. Why is it very, very interesting? Because what happens is that the candles start to drop, drop, drop. But when it drops, the angle of descent changes until it becomes horizontal. Until it becomes horizontal. And then, as it changes horizontal, the green candles become wider and wider until there is a spike up. And that right there that spike up was predicted by the behavior of the stock trading movement right there. Right there. is telling me a story about this particular section of the code, section of the candlestick formation. And as it retraces with anything that has a substantial amount of gain, there's going to be selling pressure that occurs, and it dips. And then as it dips, it retests, it tests the low of this point. And after it creates another candle, then this candle is a predictor of what the next movement is, which is going to be a trending up. It trends up, and then there was a section here which is essentially a hold section. Then it starts to continue. This is a choppy area that is taking a momentary breather before it moves back up. And there's another spike. There's a slow pullback, okay? And then that's another choppy area similar to this choppy area. And then it goes up even more and then starts to retrace. These red candles is a predictor of what the next movements will be. As it starts to descend with 3 red candles, then this green candle is displaying a reversal of the current branch of the trend. And sure enough, there's a box that is created which moves in a sideways pattern. And then another breakout occurs, which is continuing on the premise of a uptrend that occurs all the way through here. And then it takes a breather, then it spikes up, pulls back a little bit, trending up, sideways action, dips, profit taking, and then comes back up, and then red candles on a momentary sub branch of the trend that is predicting a bearish trend. Then a slight breakout that occurs, and then sideways action, staying in a channel here. This is a channel right there, all the way through. Okay, this is also saying that the ATR is actually lower because the volume of action is less compared to this area where the candles are wide with the ATR being higher. If I was on the Ameritrade or TD Ameritrade, I would be able to see the graph of the ATR fluctuating with a spike in this area. Then this is this is the resistance area. As it tests the resistance area, it pulls back, and then this candle forms to create a semi bullish trend. This bullish trend creates a breakout that rides for a while, and this is a very strong bullish trend because we're talking about 20 to 30 candles, green candles. Anytime there is a strong tendency to move in a bullish manner, there will be a pullback, and there is a pullback here, all the way here, and then this red candle, although it is a bearish candle, it is predicting a reversal because there is also a pullback anytime there is a large candle that is formed. And sure enough, the green candles form, and right here is the breakout of the trend reversal from this branch of the bearish trend and starts to climb. And then there's a sideways area. Then this green candle comes into play, spikes up, then there's a pullback, sideways action, then there's a prolonged bearish trend, preparing for the market to open in the region of perhaps it's the European market or something like that, some area that is activating a large volume activity that's going on. Before then, it's starting to decline and decline and decline and decline. Okay, this is a predictor of what the market is doing from here to here It's a lower high, uh, and it dips a little bit, goes back up a little bit, and then start to drop. And then at this point, when a portion of the earth where a congregation of numerous individuals decides to trade at this moment, and that's why this action occurs. Initially, there was a spike up, spike down, to fill in the orders that were taken at this point in preparation for the opening, it looks like, of some region of the earth, somewhere in the region. and then, and then it starts to go back up, it's trending up. Then there is this enormous pullback. Big red candles, big red candles, big red candles that retraces the gains that occurred, and then the reversal occurs, and then reversal occurs, creates a bullish trend, a pullback, the lightning pattern that occurs, and finally it is above and beyond where the beginning is. That is essentially the basic understanding of candlestick telling a story. Of course, the individual who practices Gann's method could probably describe on a microscopic level of each of the things that are occurring. And as Al Brooks stated, every candle tells a story.